Hi everyone, my name is Bambi Adams and today I will be talking to you about cross-curricular planning and how it helps these students in not only in school but in everyday life. Why is it important? It's important because it gets them more engaged in learning and it gets them to want to learn more. It also helps with their problem solving skills, which is something that we need every day of our lives. It helps them understand different ideas, not only in their reading class, but it helps throughout all subjects. So it's a really great tool. How does literature benefit cross-curricular learning? So literature gives a better understanding of an idea that might be unclear to them. Using things like novels, picture books, it's a great starting place for discussions and just learning how to look at things or analyze things. So this is really a great starting place. K through 3 cross-curriculum planning, it focuses on exciting and engaging stories that help build their reading and writing skills. You could use things like picture books, read alouds. That's a great place to start, but it could be challenging because they usually at this age, they don't have a whole lot of background knowledge. So my lesson for K through 12 is we're going to go with the topic of weather, which can be like using science and literacy. So our book will use Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and our expository text, we could just do it on weather patterns. So the activity would be, the students would compare the two. We know one's real, one's fake. And then they can write their own little weather story. You can let them add in a few little art pieces in it. Just makes it a fun, engaging activity for them. So 4 through 8 cross-curricular planning, they use reading and writing to get the kids really thinking and understanding things in literature. You could use things like short novels, historical fiction. The problem with this, or the challenge with this, is having a steady pace throughout all the subjects and trying to connect them. And it's difficult because at this point they have different schedules. So that's the biggest challenge, is getting everything lined up. So our lesson for 4th through 8th grade, let's go with the topic of fairness, justice, community. The piece of literature would be the Parker Inheritance. And for the expository text, you can use any important speech or a piece of history. So the activity, you would want the kids to compare both of the texts and get them to look at the themes, the historical backgrounds, the characters in these pieces, and just get them to write a little short reflection and compare the two. That's all. So alignment to the reading standards. So literature and nonfiction, they support things like being able to understand key ideas or details from the text. Comparing and studying text, that's another way that it helps. Discussing and writing about the evidence that's in the text. So really cross-curricular reading helps them meet the state standard and goals, and they're also learning at the same time. Okay, let's talk about supporting our diverse learners. So there's many ways to get the information you need to these children. A lot of times they'll connect to the characters, the settings, just because they have a similar background or culture to what they're reading, maybe their life situation, they can compare it to something. So there's many reading materials that you can use. You could use visual organizers to help them understand. There's types of writings like journals, articles, creative responses, and these are all good things for all students, but it's also good for students who just struggle every day, or maybe may have a language barrier or a learning barrier. So I just wanted to thank you for giving me the chance to speak about cross-curricular planning. Have a great day.